go. All right. Let's do this. All right. Well, I'm late, so let's just get into it. Had to take care of some stuff, including getting myself some new shoes after taking care of loan things. So there we go. So and I should also make sure. Okay, my things are good. There we go. All right. Let's get on with it before Ren slices my genitals off, shall we? Oops, silly me, the sanctuary isn't this way. We need to use the elevator on the opposite side of the hallway. Access to the sanctuary and in the engine room is restricted. Please provide voice identification. Enforcer number 15, Ren N. Codename Angel of Slaughter. Destination Sanctuary. Access granted. Welcome, Enforcer Ren. And here we are. This is the sanctuary. The professor should be just inside. Hey, Ren, what is it? Were you the one controlling that Joshua puppet in the base? Uh-huh, that's right. The professor asked me to. Neat, huh? So you're a victim of the society too. Huh? Never mind. Well, here I go. See you later. And of course, Marin's just like, yep, nope, you ain't getting back this way. So we gotta move on. I'll give you this much, Weissman. You are talented on that organ. Welcome on board the Glorious. It's been some time since we last met, Estelle. Ah, Professor Elba. I thought it was you. I'd finally remembered when I heard your voice a minute ago. Cassius Bright's daughter continues to impress. The seal on your memory wasn't particularly strong, but throwing it off on your own is still worth some manner of praise. My apologies. I've yet to properly introduce myself. My true name is Georg Weissman. I am one of the Anguis, supervisors of the society. An Anguis? So you're like one of the high commanders of the society? Hmm, something like that. Now, as I said before, I am completely prepared to answer any questions you may have. What would you like to ask first? Honestly, there's so much to ask, I'm not even sure where to start. You needn't fret. Take your time thinking things over. If it pleases you, I could play a relaxing etude while you collect your thoughts. Yeah, I think I'll pass. You know, you didn't strike me as someone who'd be into that sort of thing. Hmm? Well, whatever. Here's a question for you. Was the whole poor archaeologist thing a total act, or what? Putting the poverty aside, I actually am an archaeologist. And as an aside, I picked up the pipe organ during my time with the church. I may not be that Erebonian you spend. I may not be that Erebonian you spend time that so much time with, but I dare say I'm decent, wouldn't you? In church, like the Septium? And I was something of an academic priest. A chance meeting with the Grand Master led to me discarding the path of faith. My knowledge of artifacts, paltry as it is, still proves useful from time to time, thankfully. With our current plan in particular. The one who tempted Colonel Richard into starting the coup, and the one who arranged all the gospel experiments. It was you. It certainly was. And it was all for the sake of our cause. Your gospel plan? It says something in the research facility about that. Your plan is to take the Arale, isn't it? Take the Arale? That's not entirely accurate. But for the purposes of this conversation, it will suffice, yes. What is the Arale anyway? Why do you want it so bad? I know it's said to be one of the treasures of Adios, but just what is it? For the moment I must keep the exact nature of the Arale a secret. I would, after all, hate to spoil the surprise. The surprise. Right. Thanks. Our plan has moved into its third phase. Very, very soon its true nature will be plain to see. I can barely contain my anticipation. And since the Arale has shown itself, then we will see the potential of mankind unfurl before our eyes. The potential of mankind. Ragnard said something about that too. Oh, the Holy Beast was willing to bestow his wisdom upon you. Perhaps you are doing more than simply living in your father's shadow. Spare me the flattery. And what the hell? I keep asking you things and you keep dodging the answers. Do forgive me. It wasn't my intention to be so evasive. I can, however, easily answer the question I know you want to ask most. The what? What keeps you from asking it? Don't be afraid. Muster your courage and ask it of me. Joshua. Where's Joshua? His exact location is currently unknown to me. From what I've observed, he's up to something with those sky bandits. Their movements have proven to be quite elusive. Though he is alive and well, I can assure you. Okay. Joshua's specialities are covert operation and guerrilla warfare. I was the one who tuned him to excel at such, but he has long since surpassed even my greatest expectations. I gleefully await seeing the height of his potential. You. Come now, you needn't look so angry. When Joshua was entrusted to my care, his heart was akin to a glass ornament dashed against a paving stone. He was my first attempt at rebuilding such a shattered soul. Is it not natural, you think, for an academic to be curious about the result of his work? What did you tell Joshua on the day of the Queen's birthday celebrations? I merely removed the block on his memory and told him the truth. That he, once taken into your home, had unwittingly been acting as a spy and sending guild information to the society. That Richard's coup succeeded in its own right because of him. And finally that, thanks to his efforts, the ground was at last fertile for our plan. I even rewarded him. I formally released him from his obligations to the society. I finally get it. Why Joshua, that night, why he disappeared. Why he said goodbye with that look on his face. Yes, I must say I did find that regrettable. To think Joshua would abandon you so coldly after regaining himself. I recommended he just pretend he knew nothing of it and continue his life with you. But alas, I suppose my generosity backfired, no? I'm amazed. I'm amazed you can even say that. You were the one who chased Joshua into a corner in the first place. He didn't have a choice. So he had to look like that and give his harmonica to me. And say goodbye, Estelle. All of it. Every last bit. It's all your fault. Ah! Yeah. Should have seen that one coming, Estelle. Although I grant you, it makes sense why you wouldn't. Lo. The hell did you come from? I was here from the start. You simply didn't bother to notice. What an undignified performance. You performed so well in completing my challenges, too. Did I not teach you to think before you act? Come on, give her some credit. It takes balls to pick a fight with him. Agreed, regardless of her skills, her courage certainly is impressive. Though I wonder if we should call it courage or mere foolishness. Crap. So you're the Divine Blade's daughter? Campanella. This would be the first time we've met. I am Enforcer Number 0, Campanella the Fool. Nice to meet you. Another one? Stop it, guys. You're scaring Estelle. Ren. And 2? You don't need to worry, Estelle. I know what I said last time, but we aren't here to hurt you or anything. Promise. Huh? Hey, Professor! Why not ask Estelle right now? Well, now is as good a time as any. How about it, Estelle? Would you like to join Ouroboros? What? I'm sorry, I misheard that. Would you say that one more time? I asked if you would like to join the Society of Ouroboros. You wouldn't become a full-fledged enforcer right away, of course. You would be more of a candidate for the position. Are you insane? Come now. It's hardly the leap of logic you're thinking. Joshua has been rather stubborn about returning, but with you here, he would undoubtedly come back to us. And to you. Estelle, you want to see Joshua again more than anything else, right? If you join, that'll come true right away. What's there to even think about? But, Now, Ren, Estelle might need some time to weigh her options. We will be departing the ship for a little while on business, Estelle. You may give us your answer when we return. I do apologize for this, but your options must remain fairly limited during your stay. Feel free to request anything you need, but you'll be staying in your cabin. Smart choice, because you don't want her running all over your ship. I join the society, I'll meet Joshua again. That's all but guaranteed. Besides, I don't have to join them for real, right? I can just, pretend to join them and then learn more about how they operate. I'm not the best actress in the world, so it might be hard, but it's better than just being locked up. No, that's stupid. That isn't the way I do things. Pardon me. Huh? You! No need to be so on guard. I have no intention of harming you. Though if you try something like that little stunt of yours earlier, I may have no other choice. Yeah, well, sorry. What are you doing here anyway? Weren't you guys going out somewhere? The professor and the others are the ones who will be advancing the plan. I'm staying behind and minding the glorious. What is it you people are planning on doing? If you wish to find out, why not accept the professor's invitation? You'll learn most of our plans if you do. It seems you have your answer, but you're still hesitating, aren't you? If you want my advice, Estelle Bright, you are not suited for the Society of Ouroboros at all. Admittedly, I like this point, because Lo is right. And I'm not trying to insult Estelle when I say that, but actually it's quite the opposite. Estelle is not Ouroboros material. She's Bracer material. You know. To be blunt, she's not cut out to be a villain. Is kind of the point. In both ability and personality. Man, do you have to be so completely blunt about it? Don't misunderstand me. The potential for the necessary skill is within you, somewhere. But your personality, on the other hand, you have too little darkness within you to be part of the Ouroboros. Darkness. All those in service to the Grandmaster bear some kind of darkness on their shoulders. Myself, the Professor, the other enforcers. There's Joshua, too, needless to say. Hey, what's your relationship to Joshua anyway? A relationship? Joshua was weirdly focused on you. He seemed to know who you were, even though he didn't recognize you with that mask on. And on top of that, he seemed like he was desperate to find out who you were. That doesn't surprise me. The professor sealed part of his memory away. He was hypnotized in such a way that the moment he left the society, he could remember little about us. Even if he remembered his actions as part of the society, he could not remember his confederates. That, it would have been the core of his dilemma. That's the memories of his childhood. It would be the same. Even if he remembers Karen, he likely would have only loosely remembered me. I see, so that's why... Wait, Karen, I've heard that name before. Karen Astray, a childhood friend of mine and Joshua's older sister. She died 10 years ago. And this is where Lo explains everything. But I am supposed to be reviewing this, so I'm actually going to give a plus to the Join the Dark Side, we have cookies thing. I am not going to update the HUD just yet, because I want to get this scene out of the way first. And trust me, it will make more sense when I go through it. What? That harmonica you have was originally Karen's. Joshua held on to it as a memento, and then it was passed on to you. Joshua had an older sister? How? How did Karen, pass away? I hope you know what you're really asking. The answer to that question requires staring into the abyss in which Joshua and the rest of us reside, and it will stare back. Are you prepared for that? Tell me. I don't know if I'm ready for what's coming or whatever, but I want to know what kind of path Joshua's followed. If nothing else, I have to know that. As you wish. It was little over 10 years ago, back when you could still find the village of Hamel on maps of Erebonia and Liberl. Hamel was a tiny place. There weren't many other young people, so the three of us were always together. I dreamed of becoming a bracer, and I spent my free time practicing my swordsmanship. Karen and Joshua would watch and encourage me. That was how we whiled away the days. Hi, Neko. You've come in at like the heavy scene. This is we're finding out about Joshua's backstory, specifically about him, Lo, and his older sister Karen, or Karin if you prefer. Once I was done with practice, we would turn our ears to Karin's harmonica. Karin could play anything on that harmonica. Anything. But my favorite was always the old Erebonian folk song, The Whereabouts of Light. It seemed like that bliss would last forever. We believed that. We had no reason to doubt it. That day dawned and began just like any other, and then they came. A band of invaders, garbed in black and armed with Liberlian weaponry, came from nowhere. They encircled the village and slaughtered everyone in sight. None were spared. Not the old and infirm, not the young and defenseless, not even infants. Yeah. Those who were killed quickly in the opening moments were the luckiest by far. And the women, even in this telling, there are some things I will not recount. And I thank you in advance for that, Lo. Yeah. Ugh. Ugh. We fled desperately from that hell. We were lucky to be in the position to escape when the attack began. We fled for the outskirts of the village, the screams of our own families carried to our ears on the wind. Once we had gotten to the outskirts, I told Karen and Joshua I would act as bait to confuse any pursuers. I promised them I would catch up with them soon and sent them ahead. But the attackers, they had laid their plans well. They had people in position to deal with any who tried to flee. When I finally caught up to them, the scene was strangely quiet. A man dead, shot through the throat. Joshua with a gun in his hand, dumbstruck. And Karin holding Joshua with a horrific wound on her back. She was barely breathing at that point. Even now, the scene seems surreal to me. Karin was calm and content. She entrusted her harmonica to Joshua and asked that I take care of him. And then she died quietly, there in that clearing. Why did that... The Empire invaded Liberl almost immediately afterwards. A defenseless little village, its inhabitants slaughtered by men with Liberlian arms. It was almost too perfect an excuse to invade. It can't be Liberlian troops doing that? When the local garrison found us, they were adamant the invaders were Liberlian. When the war ended a few months later with the Empire's defeat, however, we were given a different tale entirely. They told us instead that a band of Jaeger dropouts had turned to pure brigandry. They told us never to speak to anyone else of the attack. The Erebonian authorities announced that Hamel had been destroyed in a landslide, and all roads leading there would be closed completely. Hold on, what? Why would they lie about that? Neither explanation makes sense. That's almost like... Indeed. Everything was a fabrication by the Warhawks in the Empire to justify the invasion of Liberl. At the end of the war, the ruse was discovered, and the Imperial government was thrown into a panic. They conceded to a comprehensive peace and executed nearly everyone involved in the plot, all to pretend that it never happened. That, Estelbright, is the tragedy of Hamel in full. That was also when Joshua's heart was broken entirely. He was now burdened with the torturous death of his sister, his parents, and everyone he knew, and even the shock of taking another man's life. How could that not shatter the soul of a 6-year-old child? Yeah. You've likely heard the rest from Joshua. His spirit was so wholly broken that he lost all will to do anything but play that harmonica. He began to waste away. That was when the two of us were found by Weissman. To save Joshua's life, I entrusted him to Weissman's care and threw myself into Ouroboros training. And then, 2 years later, Joshua, repaired as he was by Weissman, followed the same path. This is darkness, Estelbright. Do you understand what sort of gulf separates you and Joshua now? Do you understand that he stares into every day? I do, yeah. Now I think I really understand why Joshua left. Hey, next time you see him, tell Weissman thanks, but no thanks. I'll never join Ouroboros. It's not because I like or dislike the society, but as long as I'm going to pull Joshua back over that gulf you mentioned, forget it. Although I do feel kind of bad about letting Ren down after she went through all this trouble to invite me. Hey, you think she'll forgive me if I say I'm sorry? You're one of a kind, Estelbright. To hear those horrors and thus lose your hesitation? Yeah, that is Estelle in a nutshell, though. You truly are more than just the daughter of the Divine Blade. Thanks for the compliment, I guess. And you say all that, but you care about Joshua too, right? You guys were friends. Or maybe more like brothers. Let me be absolutely clear. That was 10 years ago. To me now, he is nothing more than a rogue element to be eliminated. What? The professor seems to enjoy letting Joshua do as he pleases. I have a different plan in mind. Sooner or later, I will deal with Joshua personally. Wait a second. What the hell is this? Karin asked you to take care of him. Doesn't that mean anything to you? I have my own path I've chosen for myself. I've dedicated myself to my goal, and any who stand in my way shall die by my blade. Not even Karin's final request will stop me. How can you... All I can say to that, Lo, is there are similarities between you and Joshua. You both stared into the abyss. But here's the thing. But here's the thing. You guys both stared into the abyss twice. The only difference between you and Joshua, Lo, is when you stared into the abyss that second time, when you both stared into that abyss the second time, you blinked. And while I can't do 2, I can give it a positive. So 1 for... So 1 for... So 1 for the Join the Dark Side, we have cookies, and 1 for the Tragedy of Hamel. God damn. Yeesh. We're pulling at Sacred Stones here. I mean, look at this. And for the record, I stand behind this. All 60 of those positives, I stand behind. More audio balancing shit? Nope. Okay. Those are the professor and the others, yes. It looks like the third stage of the plan is getting underway. Third stage? What's... That is not for you to know. Once we're finished, you'll be returned to your father. Behave until then. Now, as one final note, don't even think of attempting to escape. The Glorious is 8,000 arg above ground, and you have nowhere to run. Don't even think about attempting to escape, he says. As if he doesn't know that it's human nature for me to want to do the exact opposite. Besides, he's the only enforcer on board. Alright, why not? Let's do this. Okay, the timing is going to be everything. If I can figure that out, it'll be all good. Let's see. I'll wait a couple of hours until they let their guard down, and then... Right, it's worth a shot. So this was a memento of carring, huh? You shouldn't throw away something like this so easily, you idiot. Hey, time to change shifts. How's the girl acting? Ha! Quiet as a mouse. She might be a bracer, but she's still just a kid. Probably curled up in bed, scared out of her mind. Babysitting while everyone else is out sucks. This is so boring. I wanted to get out there into the action. Quit your whining, and in there's... These are Lionheart's orders, and hell if I'm not going to follow his instructions to the letter. Yeah? What was that sound? Hey, what are you doing? You don't think she escaped? Damn it! That stupid girl, does she not get where she is? Is she trying to kill herself or something? Oh, Gehenna, take me right now. She probably fell. You have to be kidding me. Hey, what are we going to tell Lionheart? That'll let us keep our heads. That damn brat. Nothing but a load of trouble. Damn brat, huh? You! Nice try, old man. Poof. Ah. Huh. Never underestimate a bracer. First of all, don't you think that was a little rude, calling a sweet maiden like myself a damn brat? It wasn't me. I didn't call you that, I swear. Oh, you didn't? Well, you didn't correct your buddy then. Either way, it's nap time for you. Ugh. Ugh. Okay. Reinforcements are probably going to get here real quick, so I should book it. There's got to be some way off this boat. And I won't give up. Not until I see Joshua. Not until I see that dummy again. You won't stop for anything, Lo? Well, neither will I. Alright. Let's do it. If you want the treasure chests in this area, make sure you grab them as you go, because you're going to need them. All bomb over here. Oh. Yeah, there's encounters in here. But I have cloak on, so it doesn't matter. What is this? Oh, come on again! Curia bomb, EP charge. Okay, this is getting old. Thankfully. Whoa! I think I just glitched. What? Fine there. You don't want me to buy? In that case, I'll just have to make my own door. Ah, my arm's all numb. So much for my career as Estelle the Wall Crusher, I guess. Guess I'll just have to try to find some other way around. By glitching through the damn door. I'm like 99% sure I was supposed to be bounced back by that wall, not forward. That... Yeah, I just... What? Ah. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a more elaborate route to get over here. Whoa. Darn it. Wrong way. This looks like the main deck. Someone please tell me why this thing has to be so ridiculously huge and easy to get lost in. At this point, my only real hopes are either to find a parachute or somehow take control of one of those smaller airships. Either way, I gotta keep going. There she is! Crap! Heh, that's far enough, girlie. Not too bad, though. Escaping from the custody on the Glorious and all, the daughter of Cassius Bright does not disappoint. You understand, of course, that trying to resist us is pointless. Be a good little girl and lay down your weapon. Heh, what a pathetic showing, Estelle Bright. Huh? Oh, don't recognize me with the helmet, do you? Fine then, and look into the face of the one who bested you. Huh? Heh, you remember at last. I doubt you ever thought you'd encounter me again in even your worst nightmare, huh? Okay, I should pull up my walkthrough to make sure I'm not missing any BP. Hey, I have actually seriously forgotten this guy, to be honest with you. Let's see. Okay, I do need to guess it properly. Alright. Mayor Dalmore's second... former steward. Oh, I think I remember you. You're, Mayor Dalmore's something or other, I think? How can you be so uncertain? Yes, I am Gilbert, former steward to Mayor Dalmore. You can't even remember those you've arrested. Unbelievable. Well, excuse the heck out of me for being surprised. I mean, first of all, didn't we hand you over to the army for a trial and stuff? How did you even manage to get here? You doubt my resourcefulness. During the coup, I managed to escape in the chaos. Shortly thereafter, Ouroboros found me, and so I pledged my allegiance to them. I don't know whether to call that tenacious or just thick-headed. Are you seriously a Jaeger? You're not actually going to fight, are you? And again, you underestimate me. I am a prodigy of the sword, and as much as the pen, a master of both. But, I remember how you screamed back when you got roughed up by those special ops guys at the lighthouse. Goose, do you really think you're cut out for combat? It was all, it was all high pitched too, like, silence! I have been part of a huge number of combat enhancement programs since I first encountered the Society's service. My physical abilities have been greatly increased, and my knowledge of battle tactics is unparalleled. So don't think you can best me, Bracer scum. For the love of... just play along for now. Now then, Estelle Bright, if you want to live, throw aside your stick and get down on your knees and beg for mercy. If you do that, I may even forgive your past transgressions. Oh, what an offer. I'm moved to tears over here, really. But sorry, I'm pretty thick-headed too. Yeah. Maybe I can't beat one of your crazy enforcers on my own, but I can sure throw down with the likes of you. So bring it on, Screamer. Especially considering this is New Game Plus, so yeah. This is a battle you don't have to win. But you get bonus BP if you do. So. Oh, come on. And yeah, this battle, I really don't like this fight. Alright, let's, could have sworn she had an AoE on her. We're just gonna Wheel of Time him when we got a crit. And for the record, yeah, I'm giving this fight a negative. I hate this fight. Who's we? As my frames drop up like a stone. Crap. Huh. Oh, oof. Come on. Well, that sucks. Apparently my internet didn't like the fact that I'm about to give another gameplay negative. I am at 0. No! Yep. We're just gonna pop that up. Just hit stop and then we'll just reconnect. Or try to, at least. Wow. Oh, that's really being annoying. He came back for a second there. Wow, this is annoying. But I am just going to go ahead and give the gameplay negative for that fight because I don't like it. And I guess I'll just move on. And hope that the correction can be made. Be made soon. Yeah, this is oof. How in the world? Possible. We outnumber her. See? That's what a bracer can do, jerkwads. She's Cassius' bride's daughter, all right. We shouldn't have underestimated her. Right then, pop the safeties. Haha, surprised, are we? Behold, one of the gifts of Ouroboros. Our bodies surge with the power of the Society's technology. We are far greater than normal men, especially with the safeties off. Just in time. Looks like you're having a hard time. Allow me to assist. That won't be necessary. She put up quite a fight, but we'll wear her down eventually. You're welcome to watch, of course. I wasn't talking to you. What are you... Too slow. What? What are you doing? I'm sorry, but you're not cut out for this. Off! Off! Oh. I got disconnected fully. Okay. We'll see if it reconnects. Failed to connect to the server. Well, let's try again then. Okay. There we go. Oh, we're back live. And just in time, too, because Estelle just got saved from being outnumbered by these yahoos. By this guy. Really, what were you thinking? You may be a full bracer, but you're still a total loose cannon. What were you going to gain by trying to fight them all by yourself? No way. Joshua? This isn't a dream, is it? Things would be nicer if this were a dream. Unfortunately, reality isn't so convenient. Huh? Finally show yourself. It's been a while, Lo. You knew I would find my way on board. It was entirely possible given your skills. Still, I'm curious as to how you actually managed it. I boarded one of the scout ships that went ahead of the Glorious to check its route. None of the enforcers were about, so it was fairly trivial to sneak in. You even guessed that Weissman would request the Ark. You really haven't lost your touch, Black Fang. All thanks to you, really. Though it always was a bit nerve-wracking, wondering if you or someone else would find me. There are a few who can see through your skill of obfuscation. But stealth has its weaknesses. The instant someone notices you, you lose your one advantage. You have lost your advantage, Black Fang. What do you think a Fang can do against the Blade Lord? Wait! For your information, Lo, I'm still plenty ready to go. I don't care how strong you are. We won't make it easy on... Stand back, Estelle. Lo is powerful, more so than the both of us combined. And knowing that, you still came here. Some might call that naive, but I know you better than that. What drove you to leave her in the first place? If you wish to protect someone, protect them. If you wish to cut them from your life, then do it completely. Did I not teach you to be thorough, to be decisive? Yes, you did. That was the very first lesson you taught me after Weissman was done tuning me. If she means that much to you, you should never have left her side. You should have stayed with her, tormented by guilt or otherwise. The fact that you didn't is just another form of escapism, nothing but deceit. I know that, Lo. I know what you're trying to tell me. Do you really, Joshua? But in that case, what about you, Lo? This should have been my price alone to pay, my burden. And yet you joined the society too, and now they call you the Blade Lord. Why are you still working with Weissman? My cooperation with Weissman has nothing to do with you. I do so because of my desires. Your desires? You mean about Karin? Petty revenge won't bring Karin back. So I want to see if her death was worth it. I want to put humanity to the test. That's why I'm working with the professor. Put humanity to the test. Enough talking. You have three options. You and the girl both surrender, you protect the girl and you die, or you abandon the girl and escape by yourself. Make your choice. Joshua. I'm sorry, but I'll be taking option 4. What? What? You. I fiddled with the orbital engines a little. Left alone, the Society's Glorious Ark will be another wreck on the ocean floor soon. Hey, Joshua, could you maybe warn me when you... You really are a magician. You need authorization for the engine room, so I didn't think you'd be able to worm your way in there. I altered each of the 22 engines in a slightly different manner. Weissman could sort it out, maybe Ren too, but with them gone, the only one left is you, Lo. Final ace in the hole to put a stop to the plan. Well done. But to use it now. Just how long do you intend to keep deluding yourself? I hope you have an answer when next we meet. I'll be looking forward to it. Joshua, we can talk later. I've got an airship prepared for our escape. We need to head down the stairs ahead of us and get to the hangar. Yeah, come on. So now Joshua has properly joined us, which means now we can actually outfit him properly. Dark Messiah, Joshua was the one I was waiting for Dark Messiah and Hermes gear for. Or, in case you were wondering. As well as the other Grail Locket. So, let's get going. Oh yeah, I can properly orb him too. Ooh, now that I'm thinking about it. You know what? Let's go with... Oh, I can't. That... I need to use these. Yeah, we'll go Deathblow 1 for it. I don't really need EP on you, so that can be where we put Defense 4. And instead of Attack 3, we're going to put Attack 4. Mind 3 will be replaced with HP 4, because I like having a lot of HP. Evade 4 is fine. I mean, Action 4 is fine, unless this is... We'll put the Onyx Gem on him instead. And... I didn't have any Mind Force, so so either way, that's... yeah. Ah, leg. I hate the leg. Yeah, that's what I figured. God damn it, this lag! Jesus! Oh my god. Fucking Christ, this lag. Oh my god. Ah. Really getting sick of that. Oh. Monster fight. I guess now would be a good time to show off his new one. So, yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Let's show off Phantom.
Run no more.
I will run no more.
Not done yet.
Seven Rings Cane for that. So yeah, worth it. As you might expect. There we go. Of course. I hate these faking things. Proxy puppet. Barricades are really starting to piss me off. Actually, I don't remember if there's something I'm supposed to do up here first. Oh, that's just... Okay. Down we go. Holy... Since when does an airship have its own landing port? Yes, the Crimson Ark, the Glorious, pride of the Society, is meant to be a mothership of sorts. It can provide a berthing up to 12 smaller vessels. So that's unbelievable. I secured a ship earlier for our escape. It's in the hangar farthest end. Got it. Forget if there's treasure chests. It's around here. Certainly enemies. That's why I have cloak on, damn it. You're a bit late, aren't you? You, Campanella. Joshua, how cold. You have that nice long heart-to-heart with Lo, and you don't even stop to say hello to your old friend Campanella? I didn't think you were still on the ship. Let me guess, you knew I was coming this way. Well, I am one of the Grandmaster sent to observe the plan. It's my job to notice more than the others do, after all. It's impressive, though. You've changed quite a bit in the, half-decade since we last met? You've become much more of a man, And you literally haven't changed at all. Even your appearance is exactly the same, as though you haven't aged a day. Well, I make sure to never skip my daily skincare, after all. I've heard you enjoy a good romp in a dress every now and then. Perhaps I could introduce you to some cosmetics. Ugh. Could you be any more aggravating? You were waiting here for us because you wanted to fight, right? Just fight us already! Oh my goodness, what a strong little girl. I'd wondered what kind of girl could pluck your heart like a grape, Joshua. She's a good match for you, huh? Wait a minute. Who plucked whose heart? Like... I forget myself, though. Your proper girlfriend is that bandit girl, isn't it? Oh, Joshua, you're such a stud. No, he has no interest in her, damn it. That's quite enough of your nonsense. I have no idea how you even know about Josette, but either way. Our abilities in combat should be about the same, and I doubt Estelle will sit idly by. Do you still intend to stop us by force? No, that wasn't my intent at all. As I said, I'm simply here to observe the plan unfold. I have no duty to impede you two directly. Wait, really? And why bother waiting for us here? To say my farewells, of course. But you know, saying goodbye isn't very exciting at all, so I thought I'd help make your escape story a bit more riveting. What? The pale Apache flying orbital puppet? The society already has working models? And so a new obstacle arises to block the reunited heroes. How will this affect their legend? Let's find out. Yeah, this thing's decently strong and has some frickin' health, so... yeah.
That's that. Let's move out.
Gotta be on your toes with that one. But it is a doable fight. God, so far in and it still hasn't leveled. Jeez. Well done, well done. I expected no less of Joshua, but the Missy's really very good too. You. Enough of your stupid messing around. Now, there's no need to be so angry. Anyway, it's time for the fool whose act is done to exit the stage right. What? Well then, you two, let's meet again soon. He's gone. And that's just a little escape trick he knows. Don't worry about it. More importantly, hey, you sure they came this way? Didn't you hear the sounds, idiot? No doubt about it. Estelle, we have to hurry. Right. Lock the door. I'll get the ship launched immediately. Got it. Activation key recognized. Confirmation code entered. And we can go. What? I'm opening the hatch via remote control. We'll be launching immediately, so take a seat. Okay. It's them! Fire! Don't let them escape! We're falling! It's fine, and we'll correct shortly. There we go. Think you can just fly away? Hell with that! Sortie the airships. We're going after them. I'm actually going to give Pale Apache a plus, because of course I am. And yeah, we're just going to continue. Whoa, this is a radar, isn't it? There's 3 lights getting closer, I think. Pursuers. We'll need to evade them somehow. Joshua, you know how to fly an airship? The basics, at least. The ship doesn't have any armaments, however. This isn't the best situation for us to be in. Oh, great. Wait, why did you go for a ship with no weapons? This ship was undergoing maintenance, so the security was lighter. Yeah, excuse me. It was an emergency, so I didn't have time to be picky. An emergency? You don't mean the fact that I was caught on the Glorious? Enough. We're going to be flying rough. So hang on to something. Fuck! And of course, hiccups, so I'll be right back. Okay. We're going to be flying rough, so enough. We're going to be flying rough, so hang on to something. Ah! Bad. Those guys chasing us seem pretty good. The pilots have been put through one of the society's piloting focusing enhancement programs, most likely. They won't be very good at adapting to the unusual, but for more common tasks like chasing down a ship, they're very good. I get it. They're like those guys from earlier. If they're bad at adapting, though, maybe we could cause some kind of accident. Huh? Yeah! Were we hit? No, wait. That wasn't our ship. That's... no way! The Bobcat? The Bobcat. But why? Joshua, you're on that ship, right? That voice. Nice. That voice. Yes, it's me. What are you guys doing here? I thought you'd put out of Liberl by now. My brothers got all worried that you might run into a problem. So we've been shadowing that flying whale for a while. Eh? Really? Who was the one begging us to follow Joshua, looking all worked up and ready to faint? Kyle! Enough, you two. Besides, we have a little payback to give the society ourselves. We thought we could stick around here until we settled our other debt. I see. Thank you. You saved me. Yeah, you better be grateful. We had an eye on you for a while and noticed you weren't firing back. Heck, there's some kind of problem? I had to take a ship with no armaments. It's proven to be a bit of an issue. I can imagine. What do we do then? Right then, let's split them in two. You can probably lose one, right? One, no problem. It's a plan then. Blessings and videos be with you. Blessings and videos be with you. Joshua, take care, you hear me? Uh-huh. Yeah, we know. Oh, you still want to fuck Joshua. And yes, I am going to continue to say it like that. Still, is anything on the radar? Nope, all the lights are out, it looks like. Seems like we completely lost them. Good. I gotta say, I was surprised by the bandits. They're kind of okay. I never thought they'd show up out of nowhere, out of the blue, to save us like that. Maybe I've been a bit too hard on them. It's true. I just saw us as two parties bound to a contract, but I suppose relationships between people aren't that simple. What's all this? What's this all of a sudden? Put two people together and maybe they'll fight. Right? Maybe they'll be friends. All kinds of stuff can happen. That's just how people act, you know? Yes. How people act was never very clear in the world I lived in. Oh. Kill or be killed. Take or be taken from. Until I met you, my life was an endless cycle of such simplicity. But, even you had some good times with Lo and your sister, right? Lo told you about that, did he? It's true I have those memories, but they feel like someone else's. What? After my heart was shattered, my memories of Pommel were no longer my own. I think it's because I gave up being human and chose to become a puppet. I do clearly remember my sister's death. She and I were attacked by a man lying in wait for stragglers. The man swatted me away and forced my sister to the ground. Oh. At the time, I was too young to know what he probably meant to do. All I knew was that he was hurting my sister, and I had a bad feeling, so I grabbed onto the man's back, and I ended up getting crushed and thrown off immediately. Somehow, though, I had managed to get my hands on the man's gun. Thinking about it, I wonder, did I have a talent for killing people even then? I'd never even been taught how, but I still removed the safety and pulled the trigger with no hesitation. The man fell over, spewing blood from his mouth, looking confused. At that moment, I finally realized I had shot at a man. He wasn't quite dead yet, though. He jumped up, combat knife out, screaming and gurgling incoherently with murder in his eyes. I curled up and closed my eyes, like I was being attacked by a wild animal. Oh, but there was no impact. I was embraced by something soft. When I opened my eyes, there was my sister, gently smiling at me. The man had collapsed at some point. Lo was standing there, dumbstruck with horror. My sister, cradled by Lo, gave me her harmonica, and then she closed her eyes. I remember every detail, you see. But even talking about it like this doesn't make me feel sad. It's just a slight tugging at the heart, like reading a stranger's diary. And the same is true of my time with you. Oh. I do think I was changed a little by touching your warmth. I learned happiness and joy with you, and I finally came to think of you as someone dear. But somewhere it all felt as if it was distant. I suspect that's what my real self was feeling. The empty void of the broken puppet that is Joshua Stray. This is goodbye, Estelle. Please do not chase after me anymore. I was a little happy to see you one last time, but even so, we should not be together. Being with someone like me will never be good for you. And to be frank, you will only be a burden to me. So, you're a terrible liar, you know that? What? Joshua, listen. I've seen and heard a lot since you left. And now I think I understand. I understand the reason you left. The real reason. The one you haven't even admitted to yourself. You can't bear to be with me because your heart's broken? You feel like being with me is someone else's story that you can never ever have? And come on, I'll be a bad influence on you? Or you'll hold me back? What? That's all a bunch of lies. Every single one. Especially that last one. They aren't lies. No, Joshua, really, listen. I understand now. You're really, really scared. What? You think it's your fault that your sister died, and you'd never ever forgive yourself if something happened to me. That's why you ran away from me that night. Everything else was just pinned on afterwards. That's ridiculous. Weissman's conditioning left me incapable of feeling fear. You took away my ability to feel it so that I couldn't. He took away my ability to feel it so that I wouldn't hesitate during an operation. You're a little off target, I'm afraid. No, darn it, I'm not talking about something that's superficial. Joshua, you said you can't help but feel like your sister's death happened to someone else, right? Do you know why that is? Of course, it's because I'm a broken wreck of a human being. Nuh-uh. No. Nope. Wrongo. No. We aren't letting self-pity get in the way here. Joshua, you just don't want to remember how awful it was when your sister died. How you blame yourself for it. Unconsciously, you've been trying to think of it as someone else's problem to get away from it. A lot of people do that. And on that ship, don't tell me you weren't afraid there. I mean, it was a lot of work just to sneak on board, right? But you didn't even hesitate to help me escape. It's almost as if you were trying to get me away from danger as fast as you possibly could. Danger you were afraid of. You aren't a broken wreck, Joshua. You're just scared. Mostly because you care for people so much it breaks your heart, and you're lying to yourself about it. In many ways, Joshua's story is similar to that of the 12th Doctor from Doctor Who. Because the idea is not that Joshua doesn't care or is incapable of caring. It's that he cares so much that he's trying to distance himself because he's trying to hide the pain. He's running from the past because he doesn't want to be haunted by the past anymore. That's how I see it, and I know I'm right. But that can't... Why? Can you... Have you forgotten, Buster? I'm LeBurl's #1 Joshua watcher. And now I know all about your past, too. I'm the biggest authority on Joshua Estray in the world. I know more than Weissman or Lowe, even. Joshua Scared and Joshua Brave. Joshua Lying and Joshua Honest. My beloved Joshua. I finally found you, Joshua. I finally reached you. Stop. But I need to say this. I don't want to just be one more person you feel like you have to protect. As long as I'm a bracer, I can't stay away from danger. That's not going to change even if you leave again, Joshua. It's what I have to do to be who I am. And so Joshua, let's make a promise. A promise? Let's go forward together from now on and protect each other equally. I'm strong enough to be able to cover your back now, Joshua. And if you're at my side, there's nothing I can't beat. No matter what kind of crazy nonsense the society throws at me, I won't die. So you don't need to be afraid for me anymore, I promise. It's still... Why? How? I haven't been able to cry since Karen died. I could never even shed tears as an act, but now... It's okay. No one's looking. Cry as long as you want. And I'll just hold you like this. I honestly do not feel like I should have to explain myself with this. I really don't. But that is the best scene in the game. Holy shit, do I love that scene. And I honestly feel like it speaks for itself. That was, a little embarrassing. No kidding. Oh, right. Here, let me return this. Oh. Seriously, Joshua, this is your only memento of Karin, right? You shouldn't just fob this off on others without thinking, buddy. Yes, it was a bit thoughtless of me, wasn't it? I was kind of wondering, what kind of person was she? What kind of person? She was friendly to everyone she met, kind almost to a fault, and she had dignity born of humility. She and Lo back then, were perfect together. I was always a little jealous of them as a child. Friendly, kind, and dignified. So she was kind of like Chloe then. Huh, that's a good comparison, thinking about it. Karin didn't look like Chloe. She had my eyes and hair, but they were similar in spirit. Estelle? Oh, nothing. Oh, speaking of Chloe, you realize you worried her and everyone else sick too, and not just me, right? You have some serious groveling to do when we get back. Estelle, I don't. If you say something like, oh, I don't have the right to go back, I'm going to just drag you back by your hair, okay? Hey, sure you were Weissman's spy, but you didn't even know it, right? Even helping the bandits get their ship back was done to try and stop the society, right? If you tell Dad about the society's plans, that'll make it even. That's what they call a plea bargain, right? That's not quite how a plea bargain works. Besides, even if you want to stop the society, you can't get back on that ship, can you? Oh, in that case, your only option is to work with us, Buster. And if you hadn't been abducted, I could have destroyed the Glorious as I originally planned. Yeah, sorry. Wait, hold on. How can you say destroy the Glorious so easily? I know it's the society we're talking about, but were you really going to kill them all? It will take nothing less is to stop Weissman and Lo. And even then, there's a decent chance that they'd survive the destruction of the Glorious. For the love of... No, actually, I think it's for the best I got caught. You were going to do something completely crazy, Joshua. You're all... Estelle's being all cute and naive again, aren't you? No, not at all. It's just that you have matured a lot as a person while we've been apart. But ultimately, you're still Estelle. Well, that makes me happier than I thought possible. Oh, Come on, Estelle. Why the heck does Joshua's smile still make my heart race? It's because it's been a while, isn't it? It still gets me, right there. Estelle? Hey, you get along pretty well with that tomboy, right? Tomboy? Oh, you mean Josette. Well, at first we had our differences. Even so, we came to understand each other pretty well by the end, I'd say. Understand each... Did you kiss her? What? What? Question. Answer. Give. I love that. Right. Of course I didn't. Our relationship wasn't like that. Oh, good. Well, then... Can I request a do-over of that night? A do-over? Oh. The first kiss is really important to a girl, you know? And it was all your fault that mine got wasted. So you've got to take responsibility, mister. Still, I suppose I do. Hey, Joshua! Ugh. Goddamn tomboy bitch. Hey, damn it, Josette, you fucking cockblocker. Tomboy! What? Ah, heck, you got away too, huh? I was hoping you'd stay caught. Gee, maybe I should have thrown you at them as a distraction, but I don't think they'd like grimy tomboys. Come on, Josette, don't start a fight. You won't object to a brief truce, I hope, Miss Bracer. Yeah, well, you guys did save us back there after all. So, thank you, really. We wouldn't have made it without you. Haha, there's no need to thank us. Psst, I don't remember saving you. So just keep your thanks to yourself, okay? Okay, one of you is getting dragged off to prison after all, it looks like. That aside, Ada Stray, what are your plans now? Huh? We came to ask again if you wanted to come with us, but I'm thinking it looks like we don't need to ask. This, do we? Yes, forgive me. I'm not really certain how things will go from here. Right now, though, I'll be traveling with Estelle. Joshua. Huh, I see. Yes, Josette, you lost. Now do yourself a favor and find some other dick to try and jump on, you fucking hoe. What? Joshua, remember, you get tired of Miss Airhead over there, just come back to us. Because you always have a place on the Bobcat, okay? Walk over here and call me an airhead one more time, you greasy tomboy. Thank you, Josette. Don, Kyle, you all so much. Mitch, that's our line. Good luck and stay safe. Hopefully we'll meet again someday. Sooner than you think, Kyle. Sooner than you think. Sadly. Good riddance. Estelle, what is it? You do understand that the enemies we've made are overwhelmingly powerful. You were captured primarily as bait to lure me out, I suspect. That way the Glorious wouldn't be destroyed in Weissman's absence. Oh. And to be honest, Lo probably could have saved the ship after kicking our bodies into the sea. I'm fairly sure the reason he didn't was out of pity. Pity at how weak I was, I mean. All of the Enforcers are the same. In terms of pure power, they are all masters, far stronger than me, even Ren. We have picked what will probably be the hardest fight of our lives. Yeah. But I do promise. I promise I won't ever run from reality again. I will walk with you until the very end. Joshua, I promise to the very end. That's the end of Chapter 6. Now for Chapter 7. This is Blue Blanc. The device is in place. I await the beginning of the ceremony. This is Direwolf. All done here. Hurry up and let's get this started. This is Bewitching Belle. The beta is in place. Hehe, Ren here. I'm ready, so we can start whenever. The moment is upon us. Let us begin stage 3 of the plan. Orale, sealed in the darkness, where Septium's light does not reach. May you gaze upon our poor material world through your gospel. Gaze upon these pillars. They are the final shackles that bind you. Simple they may appear to be, but know that their purpose was long shrouded by the decree of man. With hands which bend the will of all, reveal their true form. Ladies, gentlemen, our blessed celebration is ready. Now go, enjoy it to your fullest. Excellent. We, the enforcers of Ouroboros, by the order of Ananguis, we shall now liberate you of your shackles. Chapter 7: The Tetrasilic Towers. And that's the situation as it stands, and all the information I gathered while aboard the Glorious. This is like looking into the maw of madness. To think a monster of a ship like that has intruded into Laboral. What could they possibly plan to do with something so powerful? Unfortunately, I did not manage to learn the details of the gospel plan. I do know that they've already begun the next phase of it, though. They said the third stage of the plan was getting ready to start, but that's about it. The situation is grim. General Morgan, have the army begun to plan a response? Though these two, as might be expected, contacted Cassius last night before coming to us. At his suggestion, I put the entire army on a state of high alert. We have the entire aerial fleet in the air patrolling the width and breadth of the kingdom now, Your Majesty. I see. Very good. Estelle, Joshua, thank you very much for your hard work. No, it's nothing. We just did the right thing, you know? To be honest, I should have approached you much earlier. I apologize for my earlier behavior, especially the theft of the airship. Wait, Joshua? It's alright, Estelle. I'm prepared for whatever punishment they seem fit. Your Majesty, what shall we do with him? Yes, I believe we will have to bend in the letter of the law to match its spirit in this case. In light of all of the information on the society you've brought us, Joshua Stray, I am willing to pardon you of your past deeds. Really? But It is all right, Joshua. To be honest, an orphan of Hamel deserves a far greater recompense than a queen's simple discretion. Oh. As I imagined, you do know that I knew of the massacre and have remained quiet about it until now. What do you mean? The 100 Days' War began with a furious declaration of war from Erebonia to Laboral. It was given on the basis that the butchery at Hamel was conducted by Laboral's armed forces. However, as a condition of the treaty that ended the war, the Empire retracted the accusation, on the grounds that neither side would ever, under any circumstances, speak of Hamel again. Just like Lo said. Once I considered the circumstances, I could, if vaguely, see what had happened in the Empire. However, even though Cassius's counterattack plan had gained significant victories, Erebonia had not committed the bulk of its military to the invasion of Laboral. If they returned with the greater part of their army, after realizing that, I agreed to their conditions. Oh. I chose to prioritize my nation's safety over the pursuit of the truth. I destroyed any hope the victims, who were lost in the shadows, had for justice. Those words from Lieutenant Lawrence that Lionheart said to me, "You are hardly qualified to feel pity for me." He was absolutely correct. Your Majesty, please, do not blame yourself. You had no connection to the massacre, and the safety of your entire nation was at risk. As a ruler, you made the right decision. Joshua, this land of Laboral is my home. It is the place that mended my broken heart. I don't hate you for choosing to protect it, Your Majesty. I thank you for it. Joshua, yeah. Thank you, Joshua. To hear you say that feels as though a burden has lifted from my shoulders. Estelle, Joshua. Everyone. Estelle, I'm so glad you're safe. And Joshua, you're both back. You're both back. Chloe, Tita. Hi guys, sorry to make you worry. Really, you two, the way you behave can drive a woman to drink, you know. Still, though, good to see you brought back our little runaway after all. And after all, Shara, Agate, glad to see you two are back. I am certain this too must be the divine guidance of Helios. Sorry for all the fuss. You dang well better be. Hey, you dang well better be. Oh, Kevin, I gotta tell you, Estelle, when you got snatched up, I just about flipped out in every direction I could. Seriously, don't make me worry like that next time, okay? Yeah, sorry about that. So then, this must be... Yes, I'm Joshua Estray. Pleased to meet you, Father Graham. Ugh, even more handsome than I'd expected. And, wait, you know me? He heard about you once or twice while keeping an ear open for what Estelle was doing. I heard how you helped Estelle when she was in need several times. Thank you. I'm grateful for your help. It wasn't a big deal. So, if you two have made up, I won't say anything. Except... just don't leave your girlfriend in the lurch like that again, huh? And, otherwise, some of us will take that as a cue she's single again. I will, keep that in mind. Huh? What are you two whispering about? Nothing, just a guy thing. Yes, it's nothing. If it's something dirty, I can show you the girl thing we do with a stick in response. Pardon me, Your Majesty. Dad, Cassius. General Bright, thank you for coming. Have you gotten the orders out to all the forces? Yes, I flew out here as soon as I was finished. I thought it was about time to come and do my duty as a father. What? We spoke on the phone yesterday, but this is the first time we've met face to face in a while. Yes, it is. I'm sorry I made you worry. I knew the oath you made. I'm nearly as much to blame as you are. You needn't apologize, but I must do my duty. Oh. Whoa, wait, Dad! It's alright, Estelle. Yeah, he had that one coming, Estelle. He did. That's what you're supposed to do with a runaway son, right? Exactly. It looks like you understand now, just how badly everyone was worried about you. Yes. It's just the sort of thing someone like me wouldn't realize, isn't it? Yes, it's a hard thing to truly grasp. No man stands alone, even if he tries his hardest to. He is affected by those around him, and conversely, he affects those around him, simply through the act of living. Even without meaning to, we form relationships, and in time, those relationships become bonds. Bonds. And a bond once formed never breaks. No matter how far we travel, no matter what path we follow, they remain in some form. Do you understand just how strong such bonds can be now? Yes, honestly, I'd underestimated them. I didn't understand how powerful they could be after all. Joshua, if you've learned that, then I think our little walking tour was worth it. Joshua, you damn fool of a son of mine. Welcome home. Cassius. Dad. I might say half the foolishness comes from the parent myself. It is a lovely moment, Morgan. Come on. Pardon me. Hey, Captain Schwartz? What is it? Your Majesty, sirs, there is a massive group of unidentified creatures near all of the 5 major cities. From the reports, we suspect they may be archaisms, but we're not sure. What? They've started moving. Also, we've reached reports of herds of armored beasts and soldiers wearing red, and from every region. Local guard forces are engaged in fighting them back, as I feared. I should return to Hakan Gate immediately. Also, Schwartz, there can't possibly be more. There is. We lack details, but there is some kind of abnormality, is the only way to put it, at the towers. The top of each tower has been engulfed in darkness. It's bizarre. What in the... I hate it when my bad feelings turn out to be right. Furthermore, a guard ship on patrol attempted to approach one, but it began suffering catastrophic system failure as it approached, and only barely managed to pull back. Orbital suspension. What about ground base scouts? So we've already dispatched them, no word back yet. Excuse me, Captain Schwartz, I have a report. The scouting units deployed to the towers have all been destroyed. It sounds impossible, but every squad was scattered by just one person. The reports are consistent. What? That can only be... Yes, only an enforcer could do that. Dad, the normal army troops have no hope of defeating them. Let me go. Excuse me, Joshua. What? But why are you trying to go out on your own? Did you already forget the promise we made? But, Estelle, the society is on the move. As a bracer liberal, I cannot sit back and ignore them. I'm going after them too, either way. Estelle... It isn't just Estelle either. I'm coming as well. I have my own personal reasons for wanting to confront one of them, after all. As do I. Sharazin. Point is, you ain't the only one tied up in this. No running off without us, got it? That's right, Joshua. This is just the kind of time we all need to work together. Agatita. Thank you. I appreciate it. Looks like you've decided. Then allow me to make a formal request to the Bracer Guild on behalf of the Royal Army. I want you to investigate and resolve the situations at each of the Tetrasilic Towers. In other words, bring the phenomenon to a halt, and if possible, apprehend those responsible. Yeah, got it. The Guild accepts your mission, General Bright. Grandmother, will you lend us the RSL? Huh? Your Highness? Certainly. This is a situation which demands haste. I was considering offering the RSL regardless, but... Phone call. Automated message. I let it play through the whole thing because I wanted to make sure I didn't need any kind of numbers or anything. Reference numbers or anything. If you are asking yourself, does that mean you are ready? No, not yet. When I return the ship, however, then I will have an answer for you. Very well. Liberal's Wings of Hope are yours to use as you see fit. Thank you very much. Julia, prepare the iron cell for launch, please. We must head to the towers immediately. By your command, my lady. And so Liberal fell into chaos as not seen since the 100 Days' War. Cassius and Morgan returned to Leston Fortress and the Hakan Gate respectively to take command of the Royal Army. Meanwhile, Estelle and her friends headed for the towers which dotted the landscape using the iron cell. Facility infiltration gains us 9 BP if we do everything right, and we are still just C+. I didn't expect you to have to go back to Erebonia, Olivier. It is a bit out of the blue. No, to be honest, I was due back some time ago. However, you, Estelle, so monopolized my time, I delayed my return for a while. I see. Sorry, I guess it's my fault. Not at all. Don't worry your precious head over it. In return for my accompanying you hither and yon, I was able to reunite with my dear, sweet Joshua, after all. You're the same as always, Olivier. Say, Olivier, what is it? You... No, never mind. Thank you for taking the time to help Estelle on her journeys. I merely followed my whims. You need not be so guarded. Though, if you insist on a passionate farewell kiss, well... Yeah, no, that's enough, thanks. Can't you say goodbye seriously at least once? I thought you would have learned by now that I am always serious. Estelle, Joshua, Shara, everyone. And you have great trials ahead of you, so be careful. Know that Olivier Landheim shall pray for your success from the skies of Erebonia. Thanks, Olivier. You take care, too. Stay safe, Olivier. If we get the chance, we should go drinking again. Next time we meet, try ditching the love-struck idiot act, alright? Goodbye, Olivier. Didn't know you long, but it was good times. See ya. Farewell, Olivier. Thank you for your help. So, we'll be saying goodbye to him for a couple of chapters. Hey, Grandpa? Hello again, friends. Tita, have you been a good girl? Yep. Back up a sec, Gramps. Why are you here? Well, as you may have noticed, a fair bit's going on. They brought me on board a few days ago. Far more importantly, Estelle, Joshua, it does an old man's heart good to see you two back safe. Yeah, we managed it somehow. I'm sincerely sorry to have worried you, Professor. No, my boy. If you're back safe, that's what matters. So, the business at hand is the Tetrasilic Towers, or is in the strangeness atop them. Looks like I'll have to throw this old back into another mystery. Thanks, Professor. I was wondering, too, do you have any suggestions for which tower we should start with? That's a good question. The closest are the Ambril and Carnelia towers, but really, they're all the same now. With the Arcel speed, the distance really doesn't really matter. My advice would be to prioritize targets where we have solid information on our enemies. Information? Like what? We received an update from the scout unit dispatched to Esmela's tower. A masked man in formal white clothing appeared there. That must be that phantom thief guy, and what we heard back in the castle to be defeated by one man. Guess he isn't just some opera clown after all. Blue Blanc, the phantom thief. His specialty as an enforcer is in trickery, false image copies, shadow pinning, that sort of thing. Fighting him is going to be like fighting a riddle. That sounds ducky. Still, just knowing who the enemy is will make it easier than any other tower. Okay, let's head for Esmala's tower first. As you wish. Engines ahead full. Set course for Esmala's tower in the Roland region. And so ends the moratorium I placed upon myself. No, I may yet have one chance left, perhaps. Wait! Ah, you two. Ah, they're gone. Didn't make it in time, huh? What? What ho, good reporters? Were you hoping to get on board as you did during the dragon chase? Yeah, and we heard Joshua was back. Ah, whatever. Dorothy, hurry up and grab a shot of the RSL. Hell, if you use the long-distance lens, we should be able to get a usable shot. Aye, sir. You said your goodbyes? Such as they were to make, yes. How have your preparations come along? I managed to arrange everything with my uncle. As for Chancellor Osborne, he actually found the idea to be perfectly timed. He does seem to like the kind of man and who would be well liked by Liberalians. This will be a grand processional. You have the nastiest hobbies. I can already see their shocked expressions in my mind. But that is a large part of the goal, my friend. And so, when next we meet, we shall be foes. Do not lose to the likes of the Society, my erstwhile Ilbertian allies. I wouldn't say enemies, but eh. We've arrived at Esmella's Tower. Oh, that was seriously fast. That wasn't even 30 minutes, was it? That's about right, yeah. We were about 3 times as fast as a big passenger ship. The engine, right. What's happening on top of the tower? Let me put it up on the display. What in the heck? Looks a bit like the black wave the Gospels emit, but static. Yes, but unlike the waves, it's confined to the top of the tower. I wouldn't recommend we get close. Julia, how will we get to the surface? Unfortunately, the terrain is too rough to land the iron cell. We should be able to get close enough to lower the lift while hovering. Use that. The lift? The cargo bay elevator lift. It's normally used to load items onto the ship. Ah, okay. Now, we just need to decide who should investigate the tower, and who should stay in reserve. Alright. Well... Okay. Obviously, we're gonna bring Tita. Right then, I'll be busy in the lab downstairs. If you kids need your orbits tuned or need new quartz, come by. You bet. Tita, take care. Uh-huh. Don't worry, Grandpa. I haven't been traveling this long with everyone without learning a little. I bet you haven't. Don't worry, Professor. We'll make sure she stays safe. Yes, take care of her, please. We still don't know what the enemy's goal is. Have a care as you rush into danger like pawns, you hear? Okay, once we're ready, let's get to the surface. Yeah, the lift is in the cargo bay. Next one. Ah, everyone, looking to have your orbits tuned? Yeah, we are, but why is everyone gathered here, Professor? I was getting an opinion or two. Ooh, to be honest, I found a base for a certain piece of equipment I'm developing. Certain piece of equipment? Well, when you put it like that, we gotta know. I'm sorry, but I can't speak more of it just yet. It's quite possible nothing will come of it, and I'm just a stubborn old fool. For now, look forward to getting something new soon, and wish me luck, eh? Oh, there we go. Double check. Okay. And now I can synthesize a whole bunch of stuff. That's cool. Sure, let's grab one of these. Why not? Oh. Yes, please. Yep. Okay, no, we won't have enough for any of those. Got plenty of those. Yeah, I'll grab one of these. grab one of those. I've got plenty of those. And I got plenty of those. Okay. Alright. Whew. Oh, but now. I still. Okay. Should. Yeah, okay. Hey, there you are. Hey, it's Faye. Faye, why are you in the RSL? Old man Russell brought me along. He was worried about not having an engineering team along, so. But wait, the RSL must have a ship's engineer, right? Nah, the old man wanted me along for stuff other than the ship. I guess you could say I'm here to help him with his crazy little gizmos. Oh, I can see that. Right now, he doesn't need me for much, so I'm helping out where I can. So you guys want to use the lift then? Right then. Okay, let's just jump on the plate there. Okay. Down you go. It should be pretty stable, but try to avoid the edges. Ooh, aha! Right, time to take care of things. We should get to the top of the tower pronto. Yes, something seems wrong, however. Does it? It's you guys! Are you the bracers we were told about? Yeah, that's right. You're part of the scouting force? Yeah. I stayed behind to report the status of the tower to you guys. A man in an opera mask attacked you, yes? Yeah, but that's not all. How the hell do I... It's the tower. It's off. It's off? How? I can't... You'll get it when you see. Hey, come here. Check out the entrance. Okay. 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 So, it's a no real side quest. What the? That's... What? Excuse me. An energy field of some kind. It was like this when we arrived. When we tried to investigate, the guy in the mask showed up. Is the barrier blocking entry? The guy in the mask went in, so it's probably okay. I thought about giving chase, but my entire team's out of action. Man. Okay, leave this to us and get back to your squad. Understood. May Eidos guide your steps. What in the... This is... Wait a sec. We went into the tower, didn't we? Could this be spatial translocation? I think we were sent somewhere else on that field. Oh, come on, this is getting ridiculous. I mean, doesn't that mean there's no way to climb the tower? Calm down, Estelle. If Blue Blanc came in here, there must be some way. You're right. Okay, let's go. Carefully. So welcome to the gimmick of this chapter. After trying to find your way around and progress through the floors. Even if there's only one, sometimes there's only one. Like this floor. I do like that it's color-coded. That is actually a nice touch. And yes, I am just trying to get through this as fast as I can. Well, that was kind of a pointless floor. Hidden chest there. Which is just ugh. Oh, crap. No, I want to go up, damn it. Oh, I think this is another one of those I need to find the right path. That's ones. Crap. More treasure chests. Oh yeah, I guess I should mention that the monsters in these dungeons are missable. So if you're trying to fill out the monster compendium, you can't leave until you get all of them. Monsters. And yeah, it looks like bringing Chloe was a good idea because that allows us to. That actually allows Chloe to gain some exp. Some actual exp. Too. None of that frickin' gains nothing amount that Estelle and Joshua are getting. Hey! This is some sort of computer thingy, I think. I think it's some kind of computer terminal. Let's have a look. This should work. Whoa. What? It does seem to have to be some sort of computer terminal for viewing information. Let's have a look at the contents. What the heck good is this? It's basically unreadable except for the beginning. Although the Aslis bit, yes, it is the middle name of the royal family of Liberl. This may have been written by someone connected to us. That's true. It is possible there's a connection there. Yeah, maybe. Tito, what's up? Oh, I was just thinking about the crystal. Looks a lot like a quartz circuit. I think maybe if we have time, we can repair it. Really? I think so. I know Grandpa used Catbolt to repair quartz circuits before. In that case, we should get this to the professor at once. So now we're collecting data crystals. Data crystal 3. And data crystal 1. Okay. And now we've made it to the roof, finally. Is this the top of the tower? I think so, but it's all... So this is where they're what they're hiding on the roofs of through these dark barriers. Oh, that was sprightly. So you are here, you masked weirdo. Must we trade insults? I would expect better from the ones who managed to best every one of my challenges. Those challenges are half the reason I don't want to even bother talking to you anymore, you know. Putting that aside, is this something of an event? This is something of an event, is it not? It has been an age since we last met, after all. Joshua Estray, Blackfang of Ouroboros. It has, hasn't it? Isn't it? I'll admit, I was surprised you would support Weissman's plan. Huh. Well, putting anyone else aside, I am here out of curiosity. This land of Liberl possesses some mysterious sort of dignity, wouldn't you agree? In the people, in the land, and even the air. I simply wish to discern if this dignity was real. For when faced with... God damn it, buddy, fuck off. For when faced with disaster, it should shine forth all the greater. I see. In some ways, you're more like Weissman than I thought, I guess. Ha! What I seek is beauty in all its forms. The good professor's goals are somewhat different. I should think you above all others would understand that. and my darling princess has come as well. May I assume that means you shall accept my adoration? Unfortunately, I fear I cannot live up to your expectations. If I were truly noble, I would not hesitate so. I shall have to give an answer when I return the RSL. I I dread that moment. Chloe. Ha ha! Ah, yes, that fear. Oh, shining proof of nobility. Oh, radiant wings, which it will not deign to touch the disgusting insects crawling in the mud. Ah, ah, balancing clowns, assault archaisms. Now show me the radiance as it brings light to the shadowed land. So now begins the hardest, what in my opinion are some of the hardest fights in the game. Oh, what? Dang it. I really hate this fight. Ugh. So now we get to see. So yeah, Ouroboros has crafts too. And they hurt. I really need to readjust the S-Crass. Ah, fuck. I have 4 Celestial Bombs, so we're gonna use that. Holy crap, that's actually a decent chunk of X to give Chloe. We're just gonna go ahead and give a gameplay plus to the Blue Blanc fights because, yeah, I actually enjoyed the Blue Blanc fights. Hell yeah. And spoilers, we're gonna be dealing with another one. There's Chloe leveling up. Ooh, more capable than I'd hoped for. Perhaps it is time we got it properly serious, though. Hmm? Hey! Everything's returned to normal, thank goodness. It seems my role has come to an end for now. Nothing for it, then. I suppose I shall withdraw. What? Hold on, you! Wait, please! Haha. I expected it of the princess, but you bracers also shine with a certain nobility. When next we meet, I shall take the full measure of your radiance. Well then, everyone, adieu. Darn it, he got away after all. So this is the beta then, the final gospel made by the Society. It's even larger than the other new models. I'm glad the tower's back to normal and all, but what was he trying to do with this thing? The machinery up here was working again until a second ago. It kind of worries me. And that barrier that was covering the tower's crown until a moment ago. What was that, I wonder? Regardless, the tower has been returned to normal. We should return to the RSL for now. Yeah, we should discuss this with Professor Russell. Oh, more talking. I see. Sounds as if quite a lot happened. Anyway, Professor, we thought you should have the beta. Oh, also, we found this in the tower. Oh, this is a memory crystal. The ancient orbital cultures used them to store information. The information inside it seemed damaged somehow. Is there any way to restore it? Damaged? The crystal itself seems to be a circular and printed septium, just like a normal quartz crystal. It may take a while, but I'm reasonably sure I can make the Capel read it. Could you do that then? Of course, leave it to me. So, beyond that, whatever it is in front of the tower doors is something we're calling the Shadow Tower. I should have gone myself. Grandpa... We've been calling it Shadow, but I think it might be the actual form of the towers. That is as the components of the second seal of the Orale. I kind of want to be relieved that it's all back to normal, but yeah. What's got me really worried is that they got the machines at the top working, and now they've stopped again. True. One way or another, we can't leave the society to do what it wants. We have to get to the next tower as soon as we can. Julia, do we have any information on the other towers? We did just get an update on the scout squad sent to Carnelia Tower. They reported a man wearing a black suit and sunglasses entering the tower. Him. That direwolf guy. Damn. Walter. Finally, a chance to meet him head on. Zin. Estelle, Joshua, I'm sorry to impose, but I'm coming with you into Carnelia Tower. That, Zin, is perfectly fine. Here they come. Howitzers, load and aim. Fire! Ceasefire! All squads forward! Do not let a single one of these into the city. For the Queen! For the Barrel! For the Barrel! I see. I believe I understand the situation. The Army's detachment has already begun its defensive plan here. They were entirely prepared for this, so I do not believe the Guild's support will be necessary. You're heading for Carnelia Tower next. Very good. I wish you the best. Good luck. As bad at hiding things as ever, I see. 6 years and you still haven't changed at all. Well then, it appears I have some work to do in that case. Well, I mean, Zin just wants to be honest with you, Kilika. Excuse me. We've arrived in the area around Carnelia Tower. The tower's peak is still shrouded by that strange barrier, just like with Esmeralda's tower. It's quite likely that the inside of the tower will be strange again. Hey, sorry to make you wait. Oh, Zin. What was Kilika contacting us about? She wanted to know how things were up here. I told her about everything that happened at Esmeralda's tower. Ah, okay. I'm guessing you didn't mention our suspect for this tower? Well, anyway, shall we hurry and get inside? We'll bring Kevin for this one. Nah, we'll bring Agate for this one. Agate's been out of the party for a bit, and I think Agate would be a good choice. How long have I been going on recording? Just under 3 hours. Yeah, with how tired I am, I think I am going to go. And with my internet being fluctuating as much as it is today, I think I am going to stop. So, tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, we will tackle the second tower. The second tower. And we will tackle the second tower. And then we will... Then we will go ahead and probably wrap up Chapter 7 tomorrow. I don't see us not finishing Chapter 7 because Chapter 7 is a very short chapter. It is literally just these 4 towers. So, we'll see how that all goes next time. So until then, Blue Wolf Alex of the Lore Walkers signing out. Have a good one. See you tomorrow.